Hello students, last time we have dealt with the chemical compound that is the second member of alcohol homologous series and that was termed as alcohol. Today we will be dealing with the example of carboxylic acid and today the compound that we are going to start that is ethanoic acid. If I talk about the molecular formula of this ethanoic acid, so first we will be starting with the structural formula of this ethanoic acid. Since the name indicates the starting alphabet is eth or this eth word is used for those compounds where two carbon atoms will be there. So the structural formula will be started like this. The next word ene, it indicates that this one is the saturated hydrocarbon and these two carbon atoms will be bonded by the single bond between them. Since the group is carboxylic acid, so here the one carbon atom out of these two will be COOH, that is the functional group representation for carboxylic acid. And to complete the valency of second carbon atom, here we will be adding three hydrogen atoms with this. So that will be the structural formula of this ethanoic acid that is commonly known as acetic acid also. Now, if I talk about the molecular formula of this ethanoic acid, so since the molecule contains two carbon atoms, so the molecular formula will be C2. Total 4 hydrogen atoms are there, so it will be C2O4O2. And this ethanoic acid, it is again the second member of homologous series of carboxylic acid. Now, if I talk about the occurrence of this ethanoic acid, that how does it occur in which form it occurs in nature? Then this ethanoic acid is naturally found in some fruit juice. In the extract of some fruit juice, this ethanoic acid is found. So that is the first natural occurrence for this ethanoic acid. It is present in the extract of fruit juice. The second one, this ethanoic acid is commonly found in the vinegar, in the form of vinegar that we use for the preservation of our food, that is sauce or pickles. And this vinegar, it contains a very dilute solution of ethanoic acid where the concentration of ethanoic acid is taken as 5 to 8%. So that is the another occurrence of this ethanoic acid, in which form it exists in nature, and that is in vinegar. Now we can define this vinegar as the dilute solution of ethanoic acid. So that is about the occurrence of this ethanoic acid. Now if I talk about the properties of this ethanoic acid. So very first we will be talking about the physical properties of this ethanoic acid. The physical properties starts from the physical state of this, and if I talk about the physical state, so at room temperature this ethanoic acid is found in liquid state. This liquid has no any specific color, so it is a colorless viscous liquid. But if I talk about the odor of this ethanoic acid, then it has a very pungent and irritating smell of vinegar. Now, since it exists in liquid state, so now if I talk about the boiling point and freezing point of this liquid, then the boiling point of this ethanoic acid is 391 Kelvin, while the freezing point of this ethanoic acid is equals to 290 Kelvin. And when this ethanoic acid is freezed, then it forms the crystals like ice. Since it shows the crystals like ice, or it forms the crystals like ice, that's why this ethanoic acid is commonly known as glacial ethanoic acid. That is the another common name of this ethanoic acid due to this property, and this can be termed as glacial ethanoic acid, or the another term we can use is glacial acetic acid. Now the third one is, since it's the another liquid than water, so if I dissolve this in some different liquids, like if I try to dissolve this ethanoic acid in water or in ethanol or in ether, then when it is dissolved it forms miscible liquids with these. So when it is mixed, then it forms miscible liquids. And since it can easily dissolve another liquid or solid substances, this property of ethanoic acid makes the use of ethanoic acid as a good solvent. So when we will be dealing with the uses of this ethanoic acid, we will be looking for that in the chemical industry, this ethanoic acid can work as a good solvent. Now, if I talk about the behavior of this ethanoic acid, like which kind of behavior it shows, whether it is acidic in nature or basic in nature. So to check the behavior of this, if I use the litmus paper here, then this ethanoic acid, it turns the blue litmus paper into red litmus paper. And since the color change indicates that the color change is going on from blue to red, this one indicates the acidic behavior of this compound. So that is about the property of this ethanoic acid, that this one is acidic in nature. Now, if I talk about the methods of preparation of this ethanoic acid, then this ethanoic acid is generally prepared from the alcoholic compound. And the very first method of preparation, we are going to form this ethanoic acid by the oxidation of ethanol. So as we have seen in the last lecture, that this ethanol by the oxidation is generally converted into aldehyde. But when we use a strong oxidizing agent, like if I use alkaline KMNO4 here, or if I use acidified K2Cr2O7, then in the presence of a strong oxidizing agent, it will first convert into aldehyde, and finally by further oxidation it will be converted into carboxylic acid. So here the carboxylic acid will be formed here in the presence of this strong oxidizing agent, and this carboxylic acid will be containing 2 carbon atoms that can be represented by this formula. So the very first method of preparation, it can be prepared by the oxidation of ethanol, and the second one, we will be using the methanol for the preparation of this ethanoic acid. To prepare this compound from methanol, that is CH3OH, here we do the carboxylation of this methanol, and when we react this methanol with carbon monoxide, then by the reaction that occurs in the presence of microorganisms, these microorganisms will secrete enzymes, and in the presence of these enzymes, this will go for the addition of carbon monoxide, and by the reaction it forms CH3COOH, that is the molecule of ethanoic acid. So here we can use this carbon monoxide addition on methanol, and by this reaction in the presence of enzymes, this methanol can be converted into carboxylic acid, ethanoic acid. So that is about the methods of preparation. Now we will be dealing with some chemical properties of this ethanoic acid. The very first chemical property that we will be looking here is the acidic behavior of this ethanoic acid. As we have seen in the physical properties, that it changes the color of blue litmus paper into red litmus paper. So this is the proof, or this is the test for this carboxylic acid, that it shows the acidic properties. Now here we will be using some chemical properties to prove the acidic behavior of this compound. So the very first property that we will be using here, that when it is going to react with a base, like if I treat this ethanoic acid with sodium hydroxide, that is an example of strong base, then by the reaction it is converted into CH3COONA, that is a salt termed as sodium ethanoate, with the formation of one molecule of water. And here, since by the reaction with base it's going to form a salt and water, so this proves that this compound CH3COOH is working like an acid here, because when a base reacts with acid, it forms salt and water. So this is an example of neutralization reaction, and this neutralization reaction proves the acidic behavior of this compound. And here the salt formed is termed as sodium ethanoate salt. Since this CH3COO1 minus ion, it can be termed as acetate ion or ethanoate ion. So when it is attached with sodium cation, the salt will be termed as sodium ethanoate. Now, to prove the acidic behavior of this compound, here we will be using the sodium bicarbonate or sodium carbonate, or besides of taking sodium carbonates or sodium bicarbonate, we can use any different metal carbonate also. But since sodium bicarbonate or sodium carbonate, these compounds will be having strong basic character, and this carboxylic acid is an example of weak acid, so here the reaction will occur fast. Instead of this sodium bicarbonate, if I use a weak metallic carbonate or weak ammonium carbonate, such as if I make this ethanoic acid react with ammonium carbonate or ammonium bicarbonate, then in this condition the reaction will not occur so soon, and it will be required a strong heating, since this compound is also weak in nature. And if I use a base, if I again use a base that will be of weak characteristic, then the reaction will not occur so soon. So to avoid these kind of problem, here I am using a strong basic characteristic substance, that is sodium bicarbonate. So when these two are made to react, by the reaction a compound is formed, that is again sodium ethanoate CH3COONA, with the evolution of carbon dioxide gas and with the formation of one molecule of water. So here we can see that this sodium bicarbonate, that is an example of metallic bicarbonate, by the reaction it's going to evolve carbon dioxide gas. And as we know that this metallic bicarbonate, by the reaction with acid, when these are made to react with acid, they goes for the evolution of carbon dioxide gas. So since the carbon dioxide gas is going to evolve, this proves that the another substance that we are using with this metallic bicarbonate is acidic in nature. So that is the another example of the acidic behavior of this compound. Besides of taking sodium bicarbonate, if I use sodium carbonate here, then the reaction will be in the same pattern, but with a different number of molecules of this sodium ethanoate will be formed. Like here 2 molecules of sodium acetate CH3COONA are formed with the formation of 1 molecule of carbon dioxide gas, and a molecule of water will be formed. So that is another proof for the acidic behavior of this compound, since this kind of reaction with metallic carbonate and metallic bicarbonate and the products will be formed like this kind of reaction is shown only by those compounds which are acidic in nature. The third one, besides of taking the compounds of sodium, if I made this ethanoic acid react with sodium, so the third one will be reaction with sodium. That is an example of metal. So when this ethanoic acid reacts with sodium, that is Na, by the reaction sodium displaces the hydrogen atom from here and forms a compound, that is sodium acetate CH3COONA, with the evolution of hydrogen gas. As we know that when metals are made to react with acid, by the reaction hydrogen gas is evolved, and here all the things are same. So this proves that this ethanoic acid is showing acidic characteristic here. So these are the proofs by which we can prove that this compound is showing acidic characteristic. The next one, or the next chemical property that we are to discuss here, is acidification reaction. About this acidification reaction we have dealt in the last part also. This acidification reaction is defined as that reaction where the molecule of ester is formed by the reaction of carboxylic acid and alcohol. If by the reaction the molecule of ester with the formation of a molecule of water is formed, then that reaction is called acidification reaction, and this reaction always occurs in the acidic medium. So we should take the presence of acidic medium like this. Now I am to show the acidification reaction in regard of ethanoic acid. So here we can use ethanoic acid CH3COOH. As the example of alcohol, initially we took ethanol. So now to make this different, I am using methanol here, that is CH3OH. This reaction will occur in the presence of H plus proton, and as I said initially that the specific thing about this acidification reaction is Here this carboxylic acids, besides of giving H plus cation, from here we will be getting OH, hydroxide ion, and this ethanol, it will be providing H plus cation. So the ester will be formed like CH3CO. Here these two atoms, one is oxygen and the another one is hydrogen, will be removed to form the molecule of water, and from here the hydrogen atom will be removed. So now the next left thing will be, there will be the another oxygen atom like this, and this oxygen atom is connected with CH3 group. So we can show this by this kind of formula, and this ester molecule is termed as methyl ethanoate. And here the molecule of water is formed like this. So this reaction is called esterification reaction, and this ester that is formed here is quite sweet smelling substance. That's why it is used in perfume industries or to make the fragrance in soaps. Now we will be dealing with the next reaction, that is decarboxylation reaction. As we have seen initially that this ethanoic acid can be formed by the carboxylation of methanol. So here we will be going to removal for the carbon dioxide gas, and here this reaction will be termed as decarboxylation reaction. When this sodium ethanoate, that is the salt of this ethanoic acid, when it is treated in the presence of soda lime, here this soda lime is a mixture of sodium hydroxide and calcium oxide, that is quicklime. So when it is heated in the presence of soda lime, here this sodium hydroxide will goes to absorb this carbon dioxide gas, and by the reaction the molecule of sodium carbonate will be formed with the formation of an alkane, and here this carbon is removed in the form of carbon dioxide. So here this alkane will be containing only one carbon atom that can be represented by this, and this alkane will be having formula CH4. So that is the reaction that we use for the formation of methane in laboratory, or this heating of sodium ethanoate in the presence of soda lime is the lab method for the preparation of methane. By using this reaction we can form any alkane with different number of carbon atoms, but here we were to see the reactions of ethanoic acid. So by the heating of sodium ethanoate, it will be forming the one carbon containing alkane, that is methane. So that is about the chemical properties of this ethanoic acid. Now if I talk about the uses of this ethanoic acid, then the very first use of this ethanoic acid is in the form of vinegar. As I said initially that this vinegar is a dilute solution of ethanoic acid that is further used to preserve different foods like sauce or pickles. So in the form of vinegar it is used as the food preservative. The second use of this ethanol is it exists in liquid state, and this liquid can work as a solvent for different kind of solid compound. So this can work as a solvent, and this property is used in the manufacture of different compounds at the industrial level. The third form is, if I am to form a synthetic fiber or a semi-synthetic fiber, like the very first semi-synthetic fiber is rayon, and this rayon is formed by using the ethanoic acid. The compound that we use to form rayon is cellulose ethanoate. So in the form of cellulose ethanoate, it is used to form rayon. And this compound cellulose ethanoate is also used to form photographic films. So that is another use of this ethanoic acid. Now if I use different uses of this ethanoic acid, then this ethanoic acid is used to form many organic or inorganic compounds, such as in the formation of propanol, in the formation of chloroethanoic acid or ethanoids of metal. This ethanoic acid is used, and these compounds are having different industrial applications. The next one is, if I am to prepare the white lead, then this white lead is also formed by using this ethanoic acid. So that are the uses of this ethanoic acid.